Guys, the WWE 2K19 roster is one of my favorites specifically because of all of the hidden characters that are in here. Let's take a look. We're starting with the big dog, Roman Reigns, and he's got a few different attires here, which are fun. Let's go over to the phenomenal AJ Styles, who looks terrific. Look at that six-pack, oh my goodness, and the red attire. You got Daniel Bryan, the Yes Man, the People's Champion, and then, oh boy, hidden character number one, a guy I've never heard of. Braun Strowman is next. You can see there. And then Earthquake, hidden in with Braun Strowman. After that, we got Seth Rollins, the Burn It Down version of Seth Rollins, Shield version of Seth Rollins. You got Brock, Jimmy John's Brock, and then, ooh, Low Undies Brock. Next up is Dudu with the Sandman. What a hidden character number two, the Sandman. Then you got Drew again, and then another Sandman. Then you got Baron Corbin. I don't know why I said his name like that, but there he is, his lone wolf dog days. Dean Ambrose, Lunatic Fringe version, and Shield. Next page, we got Randall Keith Orton. He's got simple attires there. You got The Miz, and then Montel Porter. And then another Montel Porter. Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, who shares a spot with Farouk. Dolph Ziggler, Big Dolph. You got Jeff Hardy with some very cool looking face paint, shirtless, and then shirtless face paint. Shinsuke, who might be the best Shinsuke we've gotten in a mod. All of his moves are great, and then Tajiri is what he shares it with. You got Finn Balor. I don't know if you ever met his uncle, Fun Balor. Great guy. Those are his attires. You got a Samoan named Joe. All great attires. Then you got the Drifter Elias, who shares it with Jeff Jarrett. Next page, you got Kevin Owens, KO, who's got a lot of his different main roster attires and his old school NXT attire. Sheamus with Mohawk, James Storm, who shares the slot with Shamo. Cesaro, Swiss Superman, one of Lucha Joe's all-time favorites. He has his own spot. Bray Wyatt, hat, and hat. No Fiend in this one. Rey Mysterio, who shares it with Doink the Clown. Very scary-looking Doink. And then El Santo, all-time great. Andrade Cien Almas, who shares it with Sabu. Super fun. Lars Sullivan, ooh boy, who shares it with Taz, who looks to be just as big as Lars Sullivan. There's the Ryback. And there's Balls Mahoney. Wow, this spot is goated. Sami Zayn, who has his own spot. El Generico, totally different guy, not Sami Zayn. Different guy. Bobby Roode, who shares it with Jake Roberts. Next page, we got the New Day, Xavier Woods, Carlito, and then Enzo Amore. Wow. Next up, we got Big E, who shares it with Rikishi, and then Umaga. You got Kofi Kingston, the Hurricane, Kofi, and then Kofi again. Jinder Mahal, Kurt Hawkins, Jinder again, and then David Otunga. My goodness. Aiden English, Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10, Hawk, Animal. Rusev, Vladimir Kozlov. I mean, that's the perfect combo. Another Rusev, and then a third Rusev. No Way Jose, who shares it with the Road Dogg, who shares it with Finley. Luke Gallows, who shares it with the Great Khali, who shares it with the Big Boss Man, who shares it with Bam Bam Bigelow. I told you, this roster is insane. Carl Anderson, Machine Gun, with Zack Ryder, with Big Cass, with the Raven. Let's go. Next up, you got The Big Show, who shares it with The Big Show, Andre the Giant, and then The Giant. Not to be confused with Big Show. Goldust, Gangrel, and then Dustin Rhodes. Next up is Kane, Corporate Kane, and then Classic Kane, which looks so fun. Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable, a double slot, and then Sergeant Slaughter, who I can't tell if it's Slaughter or if it's supposed to be the Repo Man, but that's what we got. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Abyss, and then the classic Wyatt family Luke Harper. R-Truth, who shares it with Booker T. And then you got Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Devon Dudley, and Mr. Perfect. Next page, Ronda Rousey, who gets her own slot, but then shares it with Rowdy Piper. So funny. Asuka. Please tell me Asuka has her own slot. Thank goodness. The 205 Live guys, you got Buddy Murphy, Jack Gallagher, Noam Dar, and Jack Swagger, who definitely 205 legend. Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander again, and then another Mustafa Ali. The Brian Kendrick, eesh. Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick, and then Tatanka. That's right. Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa. You got Sin Cara, who shares it with Kalisto, who shares it with Hunigo, who shares it with another Kalisto. TJP, X-Pac, and then Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve. Adam Cole, baby. Bobby Fish, and then Billy Gunn. Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado, and then Neville. That's right. The Bastard. Roderick Strong, who shares it with O'Reilly, who shares it with the Headbangers. Now we got pure NXT guys. You got Tommaso Ciampa, who shares it with the Boogeyman, NXT icon. And then the Ultimate Warrior. Wow, we are going to beat the Warrior's ass in this game too. You got Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate and Scott Steiner. God, and Rick Steiner. That is a fearsome foursome. Ricochet, who I believe gets his own slot with Prince Puma, totally different guy. Penta is in this game, who gets his own slot, who shares with Matt Riddle, and then Vince Russo. What was this modder thinking? And all he was thinking is that, let's put the GOAT in the game. EC3, Ken Kennedy, another EC3, and then Big Daddy V. Not Viscera, it's Big Daddy. Aleister Black, who looks great, but his finishers are not in the game, unfortunately. Oof, Velveteen, Leo Rush, another Velveteen, and then Nacho King. Cassius Ohno, Austin Aries, William Regal. Then you got Johnny Gargano, Tommy Dreamer, another Gargano, and then a Tyson Kidd. And we are not done yet either. Now you got Triple H with hair and in a suit. You got John Cena. All of his slots are his own. Shane O'Mac, Earl Hebner, another Shane-O, and then Paul Heyman. Broken Matt Hardy. Batista, who shares the slot with Vader. Oh yeah. Chris Jericho, all the incarnations of Y2J. Kenny Omega is in this game. The Cleaner, and he gets his own 4 slots. CM Punk, now this part is very cool. CM Punk with the Money in the Bank 2011 shirt. I know people have been asking about this. It's very cool that it's in here. And then you got Okada, who shares it with Tiger Mask, and Raymond Valdez. Final page here, you have Steve Austin. Very cool attires, including the What shirt. You have Shawn Michaels and his later WrestleMania attires. You have The Rock, Dwayne. The Stinger is in here, including TNA Sting. Taker with his weird looking hat. Billy G. And Gilbert. You got Kurt with 4 great attires, along with Jason Jordan, his son. The Huckster, who does look great, actually. A lot of credit, because that looks awesome. Then Mark Henry, along with JBL, along with Bradshaw. Guys, I am obsessed with this WWE 2K19 roster. If you would like to play it, DM Lucha Joe and I'll hook you up. Thank you for watching this video.